Hello, and welcome to week 4 of Putting the Pop in Information Literacy. This week we are going to talk about evaluation and how the pop culture themes can be applied to teach evaluation methods. So first we have zombies, or our post-apocalyptic theme. In this case it's focused less on zombies and on time travel instead. So this activity is called the DeLorean, and it presents the idea of citation tracking as a time travel concept. So explaining to students that citation tracking gives you the power to go back in time, to see what sources were created first and what this author drew on, and then also to look into the future to see how that article has been used. So for any article, the student is given the power of time travel. So that's the evaluation lesson for that theme. And along with an exercise for each theme this week, we also want to cover an acronym. So you're probably familiar with the CRAP method or BEAM. There have been several very popular sort of evaluation acronyms used by librarians in evaluation lessons. And to carry our themes a little bit further and to help them hopefully stick in the minds of students, we have created some acronyms to go with each of our themes that we use. So that, instead of teaching them about zombies and then trying to get them to remember BEAM, we have created acronyms that stick with the theme. So this is the one for zombies or post-apocalyptic. So W is what's the deal or purpose, A, authority and author, T is timeliness, and R is relevancy. So for the bachelor or bachelorette theme, you can compare the evaluation of sources to the bachelor. So when a student finds an article and is deciding if it's worth including in research, that initial evaluation is sort of like the first night of the show, where the lead character is meeting like 30 people and deciding pretty much based on appearance and a 5-minute conversation if that person will move on in the show. So that's just like an initial evaluation. You're doing a quick scan, you're maybe checking on the author's credentials and deciding if it's relevant. And a lot of sources are going to go through that first pass. They're going to get a rose on the first night. But then the more you get to know these sources and your research, then you decide if they're compatible, and you'll be evaluating them more critically. So that's how you can connect the bachelors to evaluation. And the acronym we've developed here is STAR. So you'll see the words are often the same, we've just changed the letters around. And third, we have the social media theme. And social media is great for evaluation exercises. And this is one that I really like to use in my classes because, every student likes a reason to quit looking at a database and start browsing their Facebook newsfeed. So to talk about evaluation, I often have students just log into their own Facebook and browse their newsfeed until they find something that looks suspect. And this can be an article they posted, a quote, and then they identify why they think it is suspect information and spend some time researching other sources to verify and dispute the information shared. So you can teach them about Snopes, PolitiFact, some of those other sites out there to fact check. I do always have a few articles on hand for students who don't have a Facebook account or aren't comfortable logging in for some reason. So that's something to keep in mind if you're worried about that happening. But most students have Facebook and are more than willing to go in and look at their friends' pages for suspect information. And the acronym for social media that we've developed is Totally Rad. So they're relevance, authority, accuracy, and date of publication. So your tasks for this week are the readings that are posted. We have 2 discussions again this week. The first is, just like last week, evaluating on past sessions having to do with evaluation and what has gone well in the past and what hasn't, and maybe how you could improve. The second discussion, we'd love to hear your thoughts on using Wikipedia in evaluation lessons. Do you use Wikipedia? Why or why not? What are the pros and cons of doing so? And your assignment for this week is, again, very similar to last week's, except focused on evaluation. We want you to take a pop culture theme, and this can be the same one you used last week, or if you'd like to experiment with a different one, whichever is up to you, and create an evaluation lesson. And we'd love for you to take some time to develop your own creative acronym to include as part of that. So again, we really look forward to seeing your creative ideas, and please contact either of us at any time if you have questions.